Alright, we're going to continue on from step 6, which involves putting the heater into the tank. So I'm going to take the heater and go and remove the rubber band that came on it. That's just an extra rubber band. You can keep that if you want or use it for something else. But just take the rubber band off of there. Just kind of play the cable out. Get it out of your way. And it says I'm going to install the heater from the front left to the back right. So I'll go ahead and turn the tank around so you can see how that looks. So it's going to look like this. It has a little suction cup on it. I'm just going to put it in the tank. Probably right around the middle would be good. And I'm just going to use that suction cup and kind of press down on it, get it good and seated in there. Now it's installed just like that. You want it diagonally like that, so it kind of gives a good cross section of the tank. Next step is to install the filter. You don't have to undo the cord just yet on that one. I'm just going to place it just to guide my little suction cups on there. Now that I've got that on there, I'm going to take my little suction cups and I put those on the cord here. Kind of slide them down. I'm just going to basically use these little guides. Oh, it came off. It does that sometimes. I'm just going to use these little suction cup guides to kind of make my cord go where I want it to go, so it doesn't end up going into the front of my tank, because I don't want to look at a heater when my tank's going. So I'm just going to put those along the back wall here. There's 3 of them. Make sure you get them good. You may need to get them wet in order to get them to work well. Make sure you use purified water for that. I got a little filter on my tap over here I can use. Get them wet. Don't want to spit on there. It's going to put all kinds of chemicals in there. So don't do that. Make sure you use some filtered water when you're getting these moist to put them on your tank. You always want to use purified things in your saltwater tank. You don't want to contaminate it, do anything to mess up your fish. Alright, so I got 2 of them on there. I only had 2 of them on there. There we go. The last one's going to be right about here. My cord up here. So now it kind of goes basically up the back wall here, over, and then when it's ready to get plugged in, it's going to go along the filter here and be in line with the filter, and there's a slot in the hood for that. So now that I've got those on there where I want them, I'll go ahead and take the filter back off. It was just there to help me guide that along. The next step is to go ahead and install the live sand into the tank. So I'm going to go ahead and take the rubber band off of here. Go ahead and remove the first plastic bag. Alright. Now I just got my bag of sand here. It might be wet already, depending on how well it's sealed. It is going to be moist, because like I said, it just came out of our tank before we sent it to you. And I'm just going to go ahead and dump this right in there. Now, all my sand came out pretty well. If any of your sand is being a pain and it won't come out of there, then you can use your salt water that you mixed, pour some in the bag, and just try to get it all out of there. Once you get your sand in there, you can use something that's clean. This is my measuring spoon I had from earlier. I'm just going to kind of guide that around. Put that in there where I want it. That's pretty good there. Alright, I'm happy with that. Don't spend a lot of time doing it though, because when you go to pour your water in, it's going to all move around again on you. Alright, now that I got my sand in there, next thing is to install the decoration. Now if you order the decoration from us, it wouldn't fit in the box with everything else, so you're not going to have it yet. If you're going to use your own, then you may have it, you may not. You can do it now or you can do it later, it doesn't really matter, but I'm going to go ahead and put my decoration in there right now. I'm going to set this guy in there. I'm going to have it right here in the middle. Kind of put it in the sand a little bit, just to make sure it's not going to move around too much on me. That's about where I'm going to have it.